Hello boys. Today what we'll do is whatever we have done so far, I'll just do a short recap. Then we'll carry on. Okay. So earlier we have learned, I told you about the uses of computers. So what computers can do for you. So with the help of computers, we can store information. We can store plenty of information. So another thing, with the help of computers, you can draw, you can color, okay, you can draw and color. With the help of computers, you can type letters, you can solve various sums, difficult sums you can solve, you can send and receive messages. With the help of computers, you can watch movies, you can listen to music. And the most important part, the most important thing, what we are doing. With the help of computers, we are communicating with you so that you can learn. So that is what computer can do. Right now, this is the most important part, learning. And next, we talked about the various places, different places where we can find computers. So, we can find computers in schools. At homes, we have computers. In offices, in post office, in hospitals, banks, in railway stations and airports, in restaurants, hotels, in shopping malls, and various places. So these are the few places where you have seen, you have heard computers are being used. So next, so this is a new topic. So we'll be learning the different parts of a computer. So what are the various parts of a computer? So when you talk about computer, these are the few parts which comes to your mind. These are the most important parts. The four main parts. One is called the CPU, the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse. So all these four parts we'll go through it one by one. So the first thing we'll deal with is the main box, this box. So this particular box is called a CPU. If you look at this image, you can see a human head. This is the brain. So this CPU is called the brain of the computer. Our brain tells us to do each and everything. The movement of the hand is done by the brain. So whatever things we do, each and everything we do, the CPU does it for us. So next, it is the most important part of the computer. So without the CPU, the computer is useless. So this is the most important part of the computer. It helps the computer to do the work given by us. So whatever work we do, if we tell them to type it, will type for us. If we tell the CPU to play music, it will do for us. If we tell the CPU to just okay, I want to watch a movie, it will do for you. So CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Central Processing Unit. So remember, CPU is the most important part of the computer. It is the brain of the computer. So next, monitor. A monitor looks like a screen of a television. So these days, you must have seen flat screens. So these are the type of monitors which are being used these days. So these are the old monitors. We use these monitors, but these are the new monitors that are being used these days. These are called CRT monitors. These are called LCD monitors. So what a monitor can do? A monitor displays the work done on the computer. So whatever work we do, if you type a letter, it comes on the monitor. So you type numbers, it comes on the monitor. So monitor looks like a screen of a television. So on the monitor, we can watch movies also. Okay. So next is your mouse. Oops. This is not the mouse we are talking about. Where did this mouse come from? Okay, we are not talking about this mouse. We are talking about this mouse. Okay, So what would be the difference between this mouse and this mouse? Let's find out. This mouse is simply a living thing. As you all know, living things breathe in, living things reproduce, living things grow. So all these things this mouse does. So we are not worried about this mouse. We need to worry about this mouse. We need this mouse. So we'll be dealing with this mouse. So this mouse is a non-living thing. Okay, so you'll be using this mouse and not this mouse. And another type of mouse is the wireless mouse. You can see this mouse has a wire connected to it, and this is without a wire. So this is called a wireless mouse. With the help of a small device, the dongle, we can use this mouse freely without any wires. So next, so what does a mouse do? A mouse helps to point at objects on the screen with a pointer. The mouse is also called a pointing device. It helps to draw pictures and play games. So I'll be showing a small description about the mouse. Okay, just look at the screen. Look at the screen. See, if you look at the screen, there is a pointer. It says a mouse helps to point at object. So this, with the help of the mouse, I can move the mouse, I can point at the particular object. This is an object, I can point at it. A mouse helps to point at objects on the screen with a pointer. So this is a pointer. You can see the pointer moving. As I move the mouse, the pointer moves. So the mouse is also called a pointing device. Okay. So what I'll do is, I'll just show you a small game. We'll just try and play a small game. Okay. So this is a game. With the help of the mouse, I can play this game. So I have to make a cake similar to this. So I'll click on the object. The object appears. So here you have the left button and the right button. So I click on the next button, my object moves. So I want a cake. Let's fill up the cake. Next, I'll put some colors. Okay. So next, a smiley. Next, he says okay. He just saw the chef coming here, so he's happy with the cake. So this is how we play games with the help of a mouse. So with the help of the mouse, I'll close this game. Here, I click on the X button, that is the close button. I click on it, say I exit. Okay. So with the help of the mouse, we can draw pictures and play games. Okay. Next, we just finished with the CPU, the monitor, the mouse, and the next important part is our keyboard. So what does the keyboard do? This is a keyboard. With the help of the keyboard, you can type letters and numbers. The keyboard is used to enter information in the computer. So whatever information you have, with the help of the keyboard, you can type information. If you want to type a letter, with the help of the keyboard, you can do it. The keyboard has many buttons. It has plenty of buttons. If you look at the keyboard, there are plenty of buttons. These are all called keys. You have the number keys, the alphabet keys, the arrow keys. All those keys, all those are called, buttons are called keys. We use these keys to write or type letters, numbers on the computer. So with the help of the keys, you can type letters, you can add numbers. So this is also the most important part of the computer. So the four parts were the CPU, the monitor, the mouse, and the keyboard. Okay. So now if you look at this image, carefully, it says identify the different parts of the computer. So what you need to do is, in the exercise copy, you draw this image. You draw it, it doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be exact. You draw it on your own. Just look at the image. I'll be posting this image in the WhatsApp group. I'll create a PDF image and post it in the group. Whatever information, if you cannot see in in the WhatsApp group, please refer to the website. Okay. So in the meanwhile, you just copy this, draw this, and label the different parts. If you have any problem, there is a help box. Refer to the help box. Okay. So till then, stay safe. See you around.